Is now a good time, or is it a bad time to purchase a house? I love our house. We bought it in 2020 after a year and a half of looking. Yes, it's in the Heights, the inspiration for the company's name. Historically, home ownership has been one of the greatest factors for wealth accumulation. However, sometimes owning a home can really suck. Let's talk about some of the biases that may influence your decision making when it comes to purchasing a home. First, let's talk about experience bias. Experience bias is when we overweight our own experience versus the experience of others. I have experience bias when it comes to home ownership. In 2007, I purchased my first house, a starter home in Metairie, Louisiana, for $205,000. I later moved to Pittsburgh in 2012 and then sold that house for $155,000. $50,000 less than what I purchased it for. Thankfully, I was bailed out by the shell relocation policy, but this experience is still stuck with me. Because of this, I now have a negative bias towards homeownership. Next, let's talk about recency bias. Recency bias is when we overweight things that have happened more recently. If we look over the last 10 years, US home prices have appreciated at over 8% per year. This is coming off of the financial crisis and then was turbocharged by low interest rates, low supply, and the COVID-19 pandemic. But if we step back and look over a longer term, over 130 years, you will see that US home prices have appreciated at just over 3% per year, barely beating inflation. Now, I don't know what the next decade will do, but I do expect that home prices will not consistently be above average indefinitely. Lastly, let's talk about herd behavior bias. A herd behavior bias is when you're pressured to do something because everybody else is. There's a lot of pressure to purchase a home, either from your family or your friends. Additionally, you see a lot of people making money off of homes. This is also known as fear of missing out, or FOMO. Don't buy a house because you feel like you're throwing away money renting and you think you're going to get priced out of the market. Don't buy a house because you think you'll have exceptional appreciation. And lastly, don't buy a house because of social pressures. Buy a house because it's the right house for you at the right time and you plan to stay in it for many, many years.